Locals warned us not to go past the tree line after dark. They said the mountain listens. We thought it was just a superstition, just hill folk stories. But at 2 a.m., when the humming started, we realized they weren't talking about the wind. My name is Lieutenant Briggs, and in September 1969, I led a 3-man team up the slopes of Mount Shasta. We were supposed to fix a relay station. We didn't know. We were walking into a trap. The mission started routine. Repair the antenna. Run signal tests. Get back down. But things felt wrong. The moment we crossed the snow line, the first thing we noticed was the silence. It wasn't quiet. It was dead. No birds. No insects. Even the wind seemed to die when we reached the station. It felt like the air itself had thickened, pressing against our eardrums. My sergeant, Henry Tate, tried the radio. Sound. Radio static. Then a weird digital warping sound. "Nothing but static, Lieutenant," he said. "But it's not random. Listen." The static had a rhythm, rising and falling, like breathing. We set up camp as the sun went down. That's when the feeling of being watched started. Our third man, Private Carter, was the sensitive type. He kept looking over his shoulder at the ridge line. He sat by the fire, writing in his journal, his hand shaking so hard he could barely hold the pen. "What are you writing, Carter?" I asked. He didn't look up. He just whispered, "It's too loud, sir. Can't you hear it?" "Hear what?" "The hum." Tate and I heard nothing, just the ringing in our ears. But Carter, he was listening to something transmitting from deep inside the rock. We turned in at 2200 hours, but nobody slept. Around midnight, the vibration started. It wasn't a sound. It was a physical sensation. It rattled our teeth. It vibrated in our chests. It was infrasound, a frequency below human hearing, but strong enough to make you sick. I sat up, gasping for air. "Tate, wake up!" Tate was already awake, staring at the tent wall. "It's coming from the ground," he whispered. "The whole damn mountain is shaking." We looked at Carter's sleeping bag. It was empty. We grabbed our rifles and ran outside. The night was absolute black. No stars. Just the fog. And that terrible, silent vibration. "Carter!" I screamed. The silence swallowed my voice immediately. Then, we saw him. He was standing on a narrow ledge, 200 feet above the station. He was facing a crack in the mountain face, a fissure, barely wide enough for a man to squeeze through. But there was light coming from inside. It wasn't a fire. It was a cold, steady, neon blue glow. Pulse. Pause. Pulse. "Carter, step back!" I yelled. He didn't turn. He just pointed at the crack. "They're inside, Lieutenant. They want me to see." He took a step toward the edge. I lunged forward, grabbing his belt just as he leaned over the void. Tate helped me haul him back. Carter didn't fight us. He just went limp, staring at that blue light until we dragged him into the darkness. As we pulled him away, I heard it, just for a second, a voice, echoing from the crack. It didn't sound human. It sounded like grinding stones, mimicking words. "Come. Stay." We evacuated at dawn. The Army classified the mission as a failure due to altitude sickness. They sealed the files. But I kept Carter's journal. The last entry, written in frantic, jagged letters, still haunts me. It just said, "The door is open, and they are waiting for someone who won't turn around."